in this class, we're going to be creating our skirt block. I believe that you have done your measurements assignments and you have done your tape reading assignments, and you can move on to the next step, which is our skirt block. So we want to create our skirt block. Our skirt block will need two measurements. We need four measurements. We need two round measurements and we need two vertical measurements. So the first round measurement we need is our waist. Our hip, and then we need our skirt length, and we need the distance from the waist to the hip. Yeah, so because we've gone through measurements, I will not waste time on that. We're just going to get our measurements. I have come up with the measurements I want to use for this pattern. So for this pattern, I want to do a waist 28 and hip 40, and my skirt length is going to be 22, and then the distance from my waist to hip is 8. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to be forming my rectangle. If you have the notes already, so you can just follow me as we go. So for a rectangle, I need two measurements. I need my hip measurement and my length measurement. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is A to B is my skirt length, and my skirt length is 22. So I want to get that here. So this is my skirt length here. And then the next thing I want to get is my hip measurement divided by 4. My hip is 40 and divided by 4 will give me 10. So I'll just turn my tape with my ruler like this and make sure it's perpendicular to each other. And then I roll my straight line. 10. Now, there are terms that we use in pattern drafting. Some of them are center front, center back. Whenever you hear people say square up, square aside, square across, square down, it just means rule that straight line, maintain the same straightness of that line down, or maintain it across, or maintain it up. So we both know that a triangle a rectangle has two equal sides. So that means that I need to reproduce what I have here down here and what I have here here. So this is my A, this is my B, and this is my C. For me to get my D, I have to square down from C and I have to square across from B. So let's do this. Okay, it's on a straight line, so let's go. This is 10 inches on my tape, so that's squared. So I squared across and then I'm squaring down from C to get my D. So I have my rectangle. The next thing we want to get is we want to impute the distance from our waist to our hip, which is 8 inches on my measurement. So I'll just come here, I'll take my ruler, and from the top, from A, I'm going to measure 8 inches. And of course, I'll name that E, and then I'll square it across. This ruler is actually very good because helping me get a straight line here, so it's acting like an L ruler to make sure that I get my lines perfect. So I'll name here F. Okay, so at this point I'm going to pause and you're going to have to do your own. You had 5 measurements to take, so in this assignment as well, you're going to be doing 5 blocks for different measurements. You can just look for, maybe you can get a size chart and do maybe size 10, size 14, size, just do different ones. Just lay your hands on, you can get people's measurements, people that you measured as well, but you need to just practice it. Right now is it's not difficult, it's easy, because I want it to be as explanatory as possible, as simple as possible, but as accurate as possible. So we're going to be doing 5 of this.